Good evening, everyone. My name is Maria Retta, and I'm going to be your presenter for this evening. If I could just check out a few things with you. This is the first time we've run an event like this online, so I'd just like to check that everyone can hear me. If you'd just like to put a yes or okay in the chat, you can do that by using the little speech bubble icon at the center of your screen, and then I will be able to see. Yeah, great, so you can hear me. Wonderful, thank you, Tia. Okay, we'll give it just a couple of minutes to see if we have anyone else to join us. We've got a few people with us this evening, and then we'll go from there. As I said, you can use the chat facility for those of you who've just arrived. So please use the speech bubble and type any questions you've got about the courses, about the college, about any concerns you've got. You might have your parents with you who want to know a little bit about the college, about us opening in September and so on. So please ask questions. We're here to help. Okay. So as I said, my name is Maria Retta. I'm your presenter for this evening. I'm the head of school for creative arts, and I'm representing Coleg Gwent this evening. And I have a moderator who is Pete Britton, and he is course leader of photography. And he'll be here to help me answer some of your questions. You are all automatically muted, so you won't be able to speak. But as I said, please use the chat on the side, and we will be able to then get through your questions. So the aim of the event this evening, as I said, it's the first time we've done it like this, so please bear with us. If you do hear a dog barking in the background, I will attempt to keep her quiet. The aim is to let you know what's available at Creative Arts at Coleg Gwent, and that's across all the campuses. We'll give you a list of the courses that we offer and how to apply, and Pete will put the apply link into the chat so you're able to see how to do that. We'll explain the sorts of things you'll be doing whilst you're at college and what to expect. And then, of course, how to prepare for your chosen course. We'd like you to let us know you're here. Some of you have already said hello. Let us know you're here, drop your name in the chat or give us a wave, say hi. Let us know what questions you've got. Let us know what course it is you're interested in, and then I can focus on that particular area and answer as many questions as possible. And we will try and keep up. So courses, we have art and design from level 1 right through to level 3. And if you look at the chart on the screen, you'll be able to see what campuses that they are available at. Now, at level 1, there are normally no entry requirements, but all this information is available on the website. At level 2, the entry requirements are 4 GCSEs at grade D or above, and one of those doesn't have to be art and design. At level 3, our entry requirements are 5 GCSEs at grade C and above, and one of those doesn't have to be a creative subject either. And for any higher level courses, we have a foundation studies course, which is currently running at Newport campus. And this course is for after you've finished your level 3, and it's a pre-degree course. If you're not quite ready to go off to university, or they've asked you to complete a foundation, it's about working on a portfolio then ready for you to go off to university. Media, we have level 2 in media and level 3 in media. And we also run a level 3 in games design, which is really popular. All those entry requirements are the same. And one thing you will be able to have a look at is we exhibited some work recently. Normally we'd have an end of year show, a celebration of everyone's work, but unfortunately under the current circumstances we weren't able to do that. So we've developed a website, and on that website is a bit of a snippet really into the sorts of things you'd be doing at college. Don't be too frightened, because don't forget this is a accumulation of the work that people have been doing over 1 and 2 years, and some of them are degree courses as well, but it'd be really useful for you to have a look. Pete, if I ask Pete to drop the link to the website, it's called the Lockdown Project appropriately, and some of the work was completed before, but a lot of the work was completed during lockdown as well. Okay, the next slide is a little bit about college life and what you'd expect when you come to college. I'm going to tell you a little bit about vocational courses and the difference between vocational and A-level, a little bit about what you study, facilities and so on. So when you come to college, you will have a letter initially to come and tell you to come and enrol. You'll need to bring your results with you. Don't worry if you don't get what you expected. If you don't do as well as you've expected, then we will find something for you. It might mean that we have to alter the level, but come along, we'll be able to sort something. Now, if you come and do a creative arts course, you will be studying a vocational course. Now that could be with a range of awarding bodies, some of which you may have heard of before, like BTEC or OCR and UAL. Now these courses mean that there are no exams, and there is continual assessment, usually in the form of projects or assignments throughout the year. Now the difference between that and A-levels, neither are any different with UCAS points. So a distinction in a vocational course and an A at A-level are exactly the same amount of points, and they are equivalent to each other. The difference being is how you study. So with a vocational course, you will study your subject or chosen subject area all week. With A-levels, you will choose 3 or 4 different subjects and you will study those for 4 hours a week. So with a creative subject in a vocational course, you actually get a lot more time to experiment. Alongside your vocational course, you will also study skills. So if you have you don't have your GCSE maths or English, then we will put you through your English and Maths GCSE to try and improve those skills. Hi Connor, I said hello. We've also run the Welsh Baccalaureate. You may have done this in school, but it's very different in college. It's closely linked to all the projects and the subject area that you will be studying, and it is embedded in your main course. So you'll do this alongside. We've got lots of facilities available across the campuses. We've got dedicated art studios, and we've got state-of-the-art industry standard equipment. Our photography studio and dark room. We have a TV studio, radio station, VFX and gaming studios, 3D and ceramic facilities, printmaking facilities, fashion and textiles, and alongside those expertise areas, we've also got library, canteen, Costa, and all the other things that you need to have available to you. So we've got a question coming through from Callum asking for applying to level 1 vocational studies and level 1 creative media. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at that, but yes, you can apply for those. That in vocational studies, you tend to do a range of different things. So you'll do a bit of art, a bit of media, and maybe just a little bit of something else to go with it. So the advantage of doing a vocational course is it means that you'll do lots of little things, and it'll prepare you then for moving on to level 2. Okay, so next is what you need to prepare for college, and I'm going to hand over to Pete, who's going to talk a little bit about the equipment and general supplies that you might need.
Okay, evening everyone. I hope you're enjoying the presentation so far. Again, if you've got any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. We will attempt to answer them, and if we can't, we will be able to get back to you with any queries that we can't answer here. But in terms of facilities, Maria has already touched on the great facilities that we've already got on all of our campuses: studios, art studios, photography studios. We've even got a fabulous television studio. We've got equipment that you can borrow, such as cameras, but as Maria just said, for your courses, you will need to be prepared to make sure that you have the right materials at hand for the start of your course. For instance, your art courses, you'll need to purchase sketchbooks throughout the year, painting and drawing materials. Again, for instance, for photography or media, an appropriate camera would be beneficial. Any information about any of these necessaries, you can find them on any of the links that I'm putting out in our question and answers area. And again, if anybody is interested in a particular course, let me know and I can send you a link, and the lists of necessaries are on all of the web pages. One thing that we are proud of in Creative Arts as well is the fact that we do offer gallery visits and trips outside of college as well. So there's an awful lot going on all of the courses, and I'll hand back to Maria.
Sorry, I think I was muted then. We've got a short video to show you now, which will give you just a little snippet into college life, the sorts of environment that you'll be working in. Myself and Pete will be available in the chat whilst this is running to continue answering questions. So please go ahead, watch the video, and then we'll pause again at the end for a few more questions. Thank you all. Thank you for joining us this evening, and thank you for listening. We will stay around for another 10 minutes, and then you will be invited to the next chat room, which is at 5:40, and that takes you to the finance and support option. So you'll be able to ask about grants, travel, and so on. but we will hang around now until 22. So if there are any more questions, if you couldn't think of anything, then we will be here to answer them. But thank you very much for joining us this evening, and I really look forward to meeting you in September. Good night.